What a shock. Another video and an ad to skip. And of all the ones, it's these truth ads that pop up everywhere. I'm going to go ahead and just like this. It's not even letting me do it. Look at this. High as a kite early in the morning. You kidding me? And notice what he's about to say. There's something. There's a reason I have it stopped right here. We're not going to watch the whole thing. The whole video, it's classic Mario, drags on for way longer than it should. But I want you to hear what he says.
Video because it's already a little bit long here today. Part 2 of this video is going to be encouragement for you. It's going to be to help you. What does the Bible say about fear? Because I know a lot of people right now are gripped by fear, and we have a mass hysteria taking place, an overreaction to the current state of this pandemic. And so I want to help you in the follow-up to this video here to find encouragement in the pages of the scriptures. And so stay tuned for that. But just to recap here about prophecy, prophecy is a beautiful thing.
Notice how he's got the notes yet again. And he's got the camera angled to where you have to look up to him. That's his way of practicing witchcraft. Because you have to look up to him. He thinks he's the authority.
It allows us to know the end from the beginning through the revelation of the God of all things. This book must be completed. The chapters of Revelation will come to pass. All these things must come to pass. And then after that, for those of us who accept Jesus' free gift of salvation, to enter into the kingdom of God, be made right with Jesus Christ, we will enter into his kingdom. Now, if you're listening to this video because Bible prophecy was a curiosity to you, and maybe your mom or dad instructed you on certain prophecies and you're looking at what's going on in the world today, kingdom. Now, if you're listening to this video because Bible prophecy was a curiosity to you, and maybe your mom or dad instructed you on certain prophecies and you're looking at what's going on in the world.
Maybe your mom and dad had a hand. Look, no, his target audience hasn't changed either. The only thing that's changed is his haircut, and it's a Joel Osteen Flock of Seagulls haircut. And of course, it's uploaded on a reverse 13, and you notice how he's got still the Masonic staircase looking thing right there. Oh, somebody's actually going to review. I want to read this. I just now saw this too, and I like how initially when I found this, it was like 300 comments. Now it's this. Let's see. I'm not sure how I feel about you being back on here. You couldn't handle it before and used it to make money in sexual connections. You made money in the ministry like wolf in sheep's clothing. Meanwhile, you were steroided up and doing drugs and prostitutes. Even worse, you targeted people you were supposed to leave for homosexual fantasies and sex. You are one coke line away from destruction. That is not a leader. I'm not judging your sins, and I've done my own. My problem is when you drag others with you in line to make money. You are addicted to attention on social media as much as the drugs and sex. Are you really vigilant this time, or are you a ticking time bomb ready to burst into tears over little things? I blame that on abusing hormones and drugging it up. I love you and hope you are better, but social media is no different from a crack addict hanging out in the trap house. Yep. It's just a matter of time before the old habits kick in. I suggest you take no money from people who you earn our trust. I know many people already forgot all the lies and disgusting stuff you did while acting vigilant. How do I know you're not acting right now? That certificate you held up means nothing. And it's funny. You know, I have my question about this certificate right there. Well, there. Come on. Would you do what I want you to do for once? Hold on.
And God is done.
Okay, I'm going to have to give that a second to actually cooperate with me here.
Amazing things. I've got about another.
Okay, even better yet, I'm going to mute this because I don't want to hear this guy's voice anymore. But there's a reason I'm doing this. I want to see that certificate because something about it just does not Rub me the right. Oh, come on. Why are you? Well, I mean, you can even see right there. I mean, something that just looks like it's a Google Docs folly. Something about that just does not feel right. Let's see, where was I at on this? One puff on a joint will render it worthless than toilet paper in today's situation. You have a long road ahead, and I will try to. My question is, when were you born again? I remember the exact second because I left behind all the sin and drugs, and my whole career was thrown out to please God. I live in poverty to avoid falling into my old ways, working in nightclubs, treated like some kind of king. I know how pride and money can twist your heart. I watched it happen to both of us and many more. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm warning you. You hurt the reputation of Christians with your hidden life and lies. You may have turned people away from Christ after seeing how failed your true life was. If you did not lie like a hypocrite on social media, you would be just going through normal struggles we can all face. You took it to a level that is almost impossible to come back from. You may get females to feel sorry for you, but men are going to be watching you like a hawk. I believe you will succeed, but social media can take you down if you start falling into the old traps. Marijuana and even coke are not very addictive. It's a mental addiction that's easy to beat with spiritual warfare. I did it myself in my kitchen. I didn't go away for a year and come back to the exact place that got me in trouble again. People like me did worse things than you, but were born again. We did not go back to our sin like a dog to vomit. I hope you are truly born again because your fruits you used to hide will prove who you really are. I love you, brother, and I'm praying you are really changed for good. You're on probation in my book. I do not believe that drug addiction is an illness you have for life. It's a spiritual weakness that should leave right away if you use the right tools and do not surround yourself with temptation. Be careful, brother. You're under a magnifying glass and you represent the body of Christ. Do not make us look bad. We have pedophile priests doing enough of that. I suggest you do some kind of boot camp to toughen up. As a man, I cannot follow a man who bursts into tears over the slightest things. It's fine to cry, but there's a time and a place for it. I'm on your side. I wouldn't even waste my time typing this if I thought you were a bad person. I know you have a great job to do for the Father, and Satan hits you hard with temptation. You'll be fine, but be careful with social media. Having too much money was always a problem for me back in the day. Having any amount of fame puffed my pride and ego. Stay humble and honest. If I sniffed a line of coke being you, I would tell people who looked up to me. I wouldn't go on a binge of hookers and drugs. I would ask for prayers and be open so that I don't get exposed as a liar. People see you as a pathological liar and a narcissist. You may have some people who overlook it for their own weakness, but most do not. This is the first I've seen of you, and I'm happy so far. I'm happy you stayed off here mostly. Kids watched you. Now they had to hear all sorts of garbage. Let's not have this again, please. You wanted to put yourself in public eye, so you have a responsibility that comes with it. Exactly. Exactly. It's what we've all said for years. And his target audience still ain't changed. It ain't changed a bit. And neither has this man. I mean, you even saw right there when we started this. He's high as a kite in this. High as a kite early in the morning. And I want to just show something. My focus isn't this video, and nor was it that comment. But I do think we should refresh it just to see what's changed. If anything, it may not be much. Well, oh, what a shock. There's another ad. Let me guess, it's going to be another truth one? The opioid dependent? Yep, it's it. Goodness gracious. I don't know why all of a sudden there's a splurge in these ads. But there again, come on, now it's going to do this. It's going up a few views. It ain't really done much in likes and dislikes. Let's see. 13 comments. What a shot. 13 comments. I bet he deleted it. Yep. Looks like it's gone. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. He deletes an honest rebuke. Right there. Why was it clear at that time? I mean, you can tell. I would understand if you know, this was like a church program, I would get the corny look. But for a rehab thing that has no church, at least that we're aware of, that just looks so Microsoft Wordy to me. And I mean, you can even get it. You when Lifeway was open, you could get a preacher's certificate for 16 cents average, like 6 of them for $1. You probably still get that online. This guy hasn't changed, and I'm going to show now. Now I'm going to get back to where I was before I go on another squirrel trail. We're going to do this. So I uploaded this video, right? Final warning. This was Steven's video 3 days ago at 8:15 in the morning. To anyone watching this garbage, recognize this video is created by a complete obsessed fanatic stalker, which is a joke. He's made over 300 videos on me in the last 6 years. Not true. A complete stalker who is obsessed. Notice how he repeats himself a lot. And there's more to this. He says it's his last video on me, LOL, Lucifer, our Lord. Yeah, right. He's been saying that for years. He literally cannot stop obsessing, stalking, and attacking. It's so creepy beyond words. If you take this seriously, something is wrong with you. I've spent the last year getting the help I need, and he still can't stop. Yo, we didn't sell a $30,000, $40,000 car and go out and find a half-lit blunt on the ground. Come on now. Notice I'm all he talks about, and we'll get to that point of it too. Video after video after video. The creeper level is through the roof on this one. You guys really love drama, gossip, and false accusations like this? Well, something is seriously wrong with you. He's not going to stop. Just watch. Video after video will continue to be made because what I'm saying here is true. No, it's not. He is a mental case stalker obsessed with me like a creep. He falsely accused me of being a pedo, a predator, and so much more. You are. Do we want to open up that can of worms again? Oh, come on. I don't know why Screencast-O-Matic won't cooperate with me. Let's see. It's about 19 minutes. So it's somewhere right there.
Be made right with Jesus Christ, we will enter into his kingdom. Now, if you're listening to this video because Bible prophecy was a curiosity to you, and maybe your mom or dad instructed you on certain
to show this hasn't changed. Let's see if I can find it. Shut up. Let's see.
Family, it's Brother Mario. I pray you're having a great day.
He's still got it up right here. Another one of these truth ads. Are you kidding me?
I want to go on to do great things.
And this is the video where he confessed to sex. Let's see if I remember correctly. It was
Hey, Faith family, it's Brother Mario.
Right there.
Share with you here, brothers and sisters, today is that I'm making
a
vow of celibacy.
Oh, I don't understand technology. But since everybody's here and working from home and doing school online now, maybe there's too much going on. Hold on. Okay, maybe we can just deal with the audio. I don't know what else to do.
That's what I wanted to share with you here, brothers and sisters.
It's not cooperating with me.
Is that I'm making a vow of celibacy. True love waits. It waits until marriage. I wish I could. Kids, listen to me. Listen. True love waits. It waits until marriage. I wish I could. Kids, listen to me. Kids, listen to me. Kids, listen to me. Kids, listen to me.
That ain't ever changed. If you like this kind of stalker creepazoid content, you're twisted. Oops. You're twisted just like him. You think that's all there is to this, right? We're going to go over here. Notice how it was 3 days ago and it was edited? Twisted just like him. What's that say? Please flag this video for channel for harassment. It's time we take the stalker's content down because it's plain stalking and harassing. He has to repeat himself so much. He don't... I didn't double click. Are you kidding me? Oh, it's just going to do it for this video. Okay. And even this right here. Somebody said... Oh. What is this doing? Okay, that is definitely not me at all. We're going to refresh that page. There we go. That makes more sense. And I responded, and I was like, okay, I could easily respond with something spiteful, but I just wanted to show these links, okay? Because guess who has this? I'm the one that's behind this channel in particular. So it's not actually Steven. I'm just mirroring the videos. So let's look through here. Just to prove a point that we shouldn't have to prove already, but you know. So look at this. Joe Diffie, Grand Ole Opry, Statler Brothers, Nashville Tornado, Nashville, Teddy Bear by Red Soaping, Hank Snow, LeBron James, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, Amazon, Texas church shooting. Notice how a couple of these only mention Mario, but these aren't all just about Mario. Blake Shelton, Kane Brown, ABC, Sports, She Daisy, Joe Biden, Area 51. Okay, so even here too. It's the same things. So no, Mario, you're not all every one of us talk about, okay? Let's see. Where was the other one? Oh, yeah. Quit harassing Mario before you would get reported. Yeah, okay. People are somebody even questions him. People are contracting and dying from the coronavirus, and Mario, being the unrepentant fool he is, decides the most important thing to do is make a comment calling Steven a creep? I may not agree with you and Steven on some certain things, but what the heck? What's Mario say? Of course he's a creep. He's made over 300 videos on me like a complete demented stalker. What if someone stalked your family's social media accounts and lied about you in an obsessive pattern for years on end? It's social media. It's fair game, dude. And this was supposed to be a private email to my stalker. I'm working on a video to encourage people during these hard times, and these creeps just keep stalking me, even after I spend a year getting professional help. Very sad. And just so we're clear. Well, yep, that's Mario. That is Mario right there. The unashamed disciple, vigilant belong. Notice Jesus sits on the right, notice how he goes to the left. This is so unfortunate. And there's one thing that I didn't think to capture, and even right here, I don't know if you can see that or not. He's got the on that ad. He's still got the truth ad, his biggest struggle. And there's a point to me having these two right here. So I put this up there 34 minutes ago, right? Well, look who came straight to the defense of him. Man, leave Mario alone. Why don't you make a video on MOTB, whatever that is? And by the way, my friend, your strike was weak. Of course, that's his way of mocking me. Mario's not a predator or pedo. You don't know what those words mean. 34 minutes ago. 30 minutes ago. Same video, 4 minutes after it was uploaded. And yet, we're the stalkers. I mean, come on now. This guy hasn't changed. And there's one more thing that I wanted to put up. And I'm going to go ahead and get the other one back over here, too. Good Lord, how many of these ads are you going to have? Good gravy. Oh, now it didn't want to come up. What a joke. What a joke. I don't even know what some of these videos are, but there's a point to me coming over to Facebook. We're going to go there real quick. Sorry, I'm moving around a little bit. Average load. He's got works at YouTuber. I'm back on YouTube. That's 73 actions, 18 comments. And then 5, 6, and 2 are 13. 13 comments. 180, 18, 666. Wow, oh wow. This is so bizarre. He's back on drugs. You can't tell me otherwise. This right here. Now this was something interesting that I just so happened to notice. Whenever you go over to this post, March 28, which 3, 2, and 8 is 13. 1, 4, and 8 is also 13. Notice how these Masons always work signs, symbols, and numbers. It's always the same. And I did find this kind of interesting. It says 248 when you hover over it, but it says 148 right there. You don't think this is intentional? Over 1 year, staying single, codependency no more. One of the greatest things I've gotten over the last year of my recovery is I'm finally able and okay being single. See, I've struggled with codependency in relationships for over a decade. One toxic relationship after another because I was trying to complete myself in someone else. I was seeking for my partner to fulfill my emotional needs. Right there. We were talking about the homosexual tendencies earlier. Notice how he said partner, not wife, girlfriend, partner. And he's the one that had the naked men on his phone. Get real. If you think he's changed and not getting people of other religions to defend him, you're lost. I found identity and purpose only in the relationship. This is called codependency. Actually, that's not the definition. Per Webster's dictionary, a psychological condition or a relationship in which a person is controlled or manipulated by another who is affected with a pathological condition, such as an addiction to alcohol. Interesting. So Mario being the one that was addicted to most every drug, we know alcoholism. We don't know about heroin. I know there were some meth accusations, and I know there were some heroin accusations. But what did that... Really? There we go. I don't know about heroin. We know ecstasy, we know cocaine. We know steroids. So he's the one that had the addiction to it, right? So whoever he was controlling, so a person is controlled or manipulated by this person with the condition. We know Mario was an addict and still is. I mean, come on now. High as a kite, buggy eyed, puffy eyes. I can't talk. And we know he's cussed out women before. And he wanted to say he was called, that was codependency. He was looking for that. He was trying to complete himself. And in my recovery, I'm so happy finally in a place where I'm okay being single. Been single for a year now, and I'm planning on staying single for another 1 to 2 years minimum. I've had to set a personal boundary for myself so I can stop this cycle. It's time for me to stay alone and heal so I can one day have a healthy and toxic relationship. Stay tuned because love addiction, codependency, toxic cycles will be a huge topic on my Recovering Jesus YouTube channel. Codependency and addiction are closely linked. I oftentimes turn to drugs and alcohol to escape the pain of heartache. Wait a minute, what? So he turned to it Even though he's the one controlling it. So he's the one controlling. He's still blaming everybody else for his stupid behavior. Oh, whoops. I didn't realize I didn't have that on there. I'm sorry. He's the one causing the heartache, and he's the one turning to it. And even in this picture, he's high right there. Friends, if you think this clown has changed, and you think he's just hunky-dory fine now, you are lost. There's no excuse for this anymore. There's never been an excuse. He's lying to you about changing. He's lied to you about the rehab. He's lied about being homeless. I don't know what happened there. I'm having a blast with technology right now. My phone's about to be on its last legs too, so $22 for a $5 t-shirt. He's probably deleted a lot of minutes. I don't know why it's only 17. Let's mute this and let's refresh the page just to see. We're probably gonna make him another 20 cents. Yup, we're gonna make him another 20 cents. And over and over again. Why is there so many of these truth ads? You know what? That doesn't matter. 17. It was so many more earlier. I don't know. Join me on my other social media accounts. And his Instagram's the same as his Facebook at this point. And if this ever... Well, I guess it's not going to do anything. I mean, you said earlier, rebuking him. But you don't have that kind of look when you just woken up. You have baggy eyes for about 20 minutes. This guy's not changed. This guy's still the same narcissistic demon from earlier, from last year. And all that encouragement. You know what, y'all, but I feel stupid. You know, we all make mistakes, but this guy's a grade A deceiver. Grade A. Now, there we go. I mean, all these people are just... You're not edifying him at all. All you're doing is enabling this behavior. You look great. No, he doesn't. Wow. We're going to read Proverbs 26. There's a reason I've got this pulled up. As snow in summer and as rain in harvest, so honor is not seemly for a fool. As the bird by wandering and a swallow by flying, so the curse causeless shall not come. A whip for the horse, a bridle for the ass, and a rod for the fool's back. Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou also be like unto him. Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own conceit. He that sendeth a message by the hand of a fool cutteth off the feet and drinketh damage. The lame are not equal, so is a parable in the mouth of fools. As he that bindeth a stone in a sling, so is he that giveth honor to a fool. As a thorn goeth up into the hand of a drunkard, so is a parable in the mouth of fools. The great God that formed all things both rewardeth the fool and rewardeth transgressors. As a dog returneth to his vomit, so a fool returneth to his folly. Seest thou a man wise in his own conceit? There's more hope of a fool than of him. The slothful man saith, There is a lion in the way. A lion is in the streets. As the door turneth upon its hinges, so doth the slothful upon his bed. Slothful hideth his hand in his bosom. It grieves him to bring it again to his mouth. The sluggard is wiser in his own conceit than 7 men that can render a reason. He that passeth by and meddleth with strife belongeth not to him. Is like one that taketh a dog by the ears. As a madman who casteth firebrands and arrows in death, so is the man that deceiveth his neighbor and saith, Am not I in sport? Where no wood is, there the fire go out. So where there is no talebearer, the strife ceaseth. As coals are to burning coals and wood to fire, so is a contentious man to kindle strife. The words of a talebearer are his wounds, and they go down into the innermost parts of the belly. Even though Mario's the one, I forgot to mention, Mario's the one that started the emails. And we're the bad guys. Our wicked heart are like a potsherd covered with silver dross. He that hateth dissembleth with his lips, and layeth up deceit within it. When he speaketh fair, or when he speaks that he's good, believe him not. For there are 7 abominations in his heart, whose hatred is covered by deceit. His wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation. This guy got exposed with his pants down, literally, more than enough times to count, and he still wasn't honest with you. What in the world? Just heard my doorbell. Whoso diggeth the pit shall fall therein. He that rolleth stone, it will return upon him. A lying tongue hateth those afflicted by it, and a flattering mouth worketh ruin. I'm going to go check on that doorbell. Sorry about that. That was my neighbor that came through. Anyway. This man's feeling the wrath. This man will receive it. And if you follow him, if you're dumb enough to follow him, you're going to go right there with him. Because bread of the seed is sweet to a man, but afterwards his mouth filled with gravel. There's hope for you. There's hope for you too, Mario. If you repent and turn to Jesus Christ, stop idolizing man. Stop listening to man and get in the hard copy King James Bible. If you have means to buy his stupid t-shirt, you have no excuse.